Today we will be exploring the skies. We'll be going over drones. So first we'll talk about drones in everyday life, then how drones can give us an aerial point of view, the evolution of drones, drones in art, the parts of the drone, and how it can help us with disaster preparedness. Introduction to drones. What are drones? Drones are unmanned aerial vehicles that are controlled remotely. In their original creation, they were made for military use. But then after some time, they became accessible to everyone. And soon they were even made into toys for children to play with and control via a remote controller. Drones have become more prominent in our lives in ways most people don't even realize. They can deliver packages, take pictures, help with agriculture, provide assistance on construction sites, and help with public safety. Evolution of drones. The origin of drones start back at World War I as target practice and in later wars was developed into surveillance drones against the enemies. Later, they were for humanitarian use and would work as a search for disaster like earthquakes. It would also be useful for agriculture by monitoring crops and distributing pesticides. Then they joined the delivery service with Amazon. The aerial point of view. The cool part about drones is that they can travel a good distance depending on the model, and it can soar remarkably high. It is often used to take aerial pictures and see the world from the sky when the drone is made with a camera. In a lot of movies, you will see some top-down views. Most of those are taken with drones. Drones and art. Drones have proven to be very versatile, and people often use it in many different forms of art. A popular one is where people attach lights to the drone and fly them in certain positions to make figures with the lights. You might have heard of these drone shows before. Drones and performing arts. It is interesting to know that the range of use that drones can have. In performance arts, they add a dynamic motion as well as a futuristic aesthetic. The parts of the drone. A drone usually has 4 propellers, and the propellers are connected to the drone body by a nut. The main body has a motor and a receptor, and there's also sometimes a camera attached below. And obviously, it needs some landing gear so we don't damage the main body every time you land. The motor powers the propellers and is the source of power for the drone to take flight. Propellers allow the drone to take flight, and each set of propellers often turn in opposing directions of each other. The receptor allows for the connection and sending of signals between the drone and the remote controller you have in your hand. A camera is used to take aerial shots. The landing gear is necessary for the drone to land with ease. And the nuts are essential in keeping the drone's frame together. Drones and disaster preparedness. The capabilities of drones are truly remarkable. We are a part of a world where many tragedies, and some of those being natural disasters, can occur. With that comes harm to the people, and for example, earthquake buildings can fall and crumble. People can end up being caught in the rubble, so it is up to the drones to scan the area from the sky and see if there are any people needing assistance. Drones for agriculture. Drones are constantly branching out to many different fields, and one of them is agriculture. They are used to do things like perform scans of the crops to make sure they are as healthy as possible. They can also spread pesticides or anything that can be dispersed via drone. This makes the job extremely convenient and saves times for farmers because of how high speed the drones can go. I've also seen drones being used in construction and architecture. They usually fly the drone around and in a circle, and they can actually 3D reconstruct the structure in using some software. And that way you can get a 3D model of what a building looks like. just using one drone. Thank you for listening. If you'd like to learn this lesson with a Cyber Seniors mentor, please go to www.cyberseniors.org or call 1-844-217-3057 to register for a one-on-one phone session. We also host weekly tech drop-in sessions from 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursdays.